You're watching Peace Country Presents on CJDC TV.
Good evening, I'm Emily Moyes, and you are watching Peace Country Presents Lifestyles and Entertainment. This week's episode is geared towards all the amazing kids that we have living in the Peace region. And yes, there is a lot of them. We're going to start off tonight's episode down at the North Peace Cultural Center, where a very special graduation will take place for a fine arts preschool.
And so tonight we just want to show you a little bit of what we've been doing all year long with the kids. And again, thank you for sharing your kids with us. We're going to miss you guys so much over the summer. I'm Susan McGarvey. I am the coordinator for Art Space and PlayArts Preschool at the North Peace Cultural Center.
Fort St. John's community gathering space at the Cultural Center is the hub of daycares, meeting spaces, performances, day camp, and many other services. Their arts-inspired daycare that McGarvey runs is one of the more consistent programs at NPCC, and they are celebrating a milestone year.
The Art Space, which has been in Fort St. John for actually our 30th year, is coming up in September. So I coordinate all of those classes and the spring break program for school-aged children through adults. And then PlayArts Preschool is our newest addition to the Art Space family. We started that last year. This is our second year, and it's a fine arts preschool.
Susan has been with the North Peace Cultural Center for 6 years now, working with the pre-kindergarten group. It just fell into place and has since become her passion.
I started here in 2007 just as an instructor, and then moved into the assistant coordinator's position and then the coordinator's position. My degree is actually in elementary education, and my love was reading and writing. So I wasn't so much the artistic, I'm going to sit down and paint. I was more artistic with my words. And so when I got, actually this job just fell. My kids came to this Art Space program from the time they were old enough to attend. And so I was just a mom and was asked, are you interested? Because I would always get involved. And absolutely, I was interested. And so it just kind of, I've always been a lover of the arts and music and whatever you can surround yourself with. And it's actually been since I had this job that it's become my passion.
That passion stems from the growth that she sees in the children that attend the Art Space preschool. The growth is due to lots of exposure to different lessons and many special guests. That includes award-winning duo The Compadres. Also, Fire Officer Cahill was in to educate children on fire safety at school and at home. Also, Studio 2 stage owner Shauna Milne is a regular at the preschool teaching dance.
For me, and I take a totally different perspective, right? The things that we do, like the special things that we do when the Compadres came in and did a workshop, that was amazing. But for me, it's watching the kids grow. Today was a perfect example of it. One of the kids in our morning preschool class, when we get him in class and we're doing music class, he won't participate. He kind of, pulls into himself. And we got him on stage today to practice for graduation tonight, and he blossomed. He sang every song, he was playing his instruments, it was amazing. And that is the biggest accomplishment and thrill that any of us get.
McGarvey thinks having a graduation is validation for the year's work, and it is also to share with the families of the children all they have done over the school year.
Tonight is the culmination of our year's work, right, with the kids. It's graduation, absolutely. So we're going to see those kids that have, some of them have been with us for 2 years, and now they're graduating to go to kindergarten, and that's important and thrilling. But more importantly, for the parents and for the families of the kids, they get to come in and sit in the theater and watch their kids perform on stage. They get to see a little sample of everything we've done all year. So there's going to be, I call it an exhibition. There's going to be a little sample of every specialty class that we had. So music, drama, gymnastics, French class, sign language. They're going to do a little sample of all of that tonight.
And these lessons encompassing the arts have proven success for her morning and afternoon sessions.
A lot of parents come and say a huge difference. Last year we had one student who was very awkward when he was around people he didn't know and would hide behind his mom. And within a couple of months of being here, he was more outspoken, and by the end of the year last year, he'd walk up to strangers and he'd be like, "Hi, how you doing?" And this year we've had a couple that had speech problems when they first came to us, and one of them really wasn't talking at all, and now we can't get them to stop. You know, and to have their parents come to us and say, "Wow, it's amazing how much they've grown and how much they've learned, and things have changed." And you know, for me, and I know people get really tired of seeing me going, you know, art is really important, but it is.
I couldn't agree with you more.
We have proof that art is so important for those little minds. So we are going to start with a little exhibition of their music class and rhythm. So next, the kids are going to show you with Miss Christina what they learned in French class. She's now going to give you a little sample. I know you've gotten to see 2 dance recitals, which the kids did amazing in, but we're going to do a little activity that she does in class with them.
There was also samples of sign language, gymnastics, French, and just, well, being pretty darn cute. But Susan reminds attendees that these are 3- and 4-year-olds on stage.
For the graduation ceremony tonight, I think the most important thing is to remember that these are 3- and 4-year-olds. And they do amazing on stage. They have no fear. Like, as an adult, when you try to throw yourself into this and try to step on stage, I'm not comfortable getting on stage. These kids are like, we get to go on the stage, woo! And they just can't wait to show off what they've learned.
Now, with the high population of youth in Fort St. John that just seems to keep growing, McGarvey encourages getting your child on a wait list immediately if you are looking into preschools.
We are already preparing, not even for like next school year that starts in 2 months in September, but we're preparing for the following school year already. We've actually got a wait list up to, I believe it's the 2016-2017 school year. So there is a lot of forethought, not necessarily on our part. I mean, we have a specific amount of spots available in our preschool. But on a parent's, and I recommend this to every parent that calls me, put your child on every wait list in every preschool that you would want your child to attend, because you don't know which one's going to have spots available when it comes the year. I love my job. I mean, people laugh at me when I say it, but I get to come play every day. Yes, there's the administrative part of it and everything, but I get to come play in the arts and come up with creative new things and steal a lot of ideas off the internet, because that's what you do. And the kids are just going to bring you something special.
The PlayArts Preschool is located in the North Peace Cultural Center and runs from September through to their graduation in June.
Peace Country Presents. We'll be right back.